The Delta Network, powered by Delta Waterfowl.
Mom, I want to listen to the voice of the duck hunter.
Let me test whether I am following you or not. See if I always think if I can describe it, then I must understand it. So let's see if I can do that. So if you go back several decades ago, always there was more drakes than hens in the population. What would that normal, it's hard to say what normal is, because normal is kind of a sliding scale if you ask me, but if we're going back to some previous period of time, was it 2 drakes per hen, and is it 3 drakes? What's the sex ratio that you would have called a little bit more normal or represented over a longer period of time?
Yeah, here's where I need my whiteboard, or I need my figures. But going back to when we first have harvest data for mallards, when we can first estimate this, because we need the harvest data to do that, the wing data, it was probably maybe about 1.3 drakes per hen.
Okay.
Fast forward till now, we're pushing in mallards 3 drakes per hen, 2.5 drakes per hen, something like that. So it's gotten way more extreme, and it's always been more extreme historically in some of the long-lived diving ducks. So canvasbacks, divers have a reputation for having a more distorted sex ratio, but for them it hasn't changed through time like it has for mallards and pintails.
So you go from that, you said the 1 point some drakes per hen to about 3 drakes per hen?
Yeah.
So this is a bit of a process of elimination in the sense that you explore harvest trends, and if hunters were starting to shoot way more hens than usual, you might say, hunting could be the cause of more drakes than hens because hunters are shooting a pile more hens. And that's not what we're seeing.
In fact, hunters are changing their preferences, not just because there are more drakes, but on a per capita basis, an adult male is more likely to be harvested than an adult female. So hunters are actually pushing it back towards an even sex ratio. But, we'd have to have limits of I don't know, 8 males and 1 hen and everyone being successful for that to work. So it helps, but it doesn't help enough.
Okay. So it's kind of, like I said, it's a bit of that process of elimination. You look at hunting, so then you look at what's left.
Yeah, it's not hunting. It's not that the sex ratio is different when they're laying eggs. There's just as many male eggs as female eggs. So what's left? Natural mortality. That's the only thing that's left.
So is that predators? It's a success. This is the one that blows my mind. 35 days, right? You take a hen mallard, lays an egg a day, has incubation period of what, 25 days?
I always use 26 days. Other people use 25 days, but it's about a 35-day period of time that you're a duck, you live in a pond, except you don't when you're nesting. If you're a dabbling duck, you're going into risky upland habitats with terrestrial mammalian predators. They're way better at living in those habitats than you are. And you've got to hide your eggs for 35 days. We've always been aware of that at Delta, but you have to stay alive too. And there are things that would rather eat you than your omelet.
Mom, I want to listen to the voice of the duck hunter. Again.
You just heard it, buddy.
Please, I want to hear it again. Mom, the voice of the duck hunter.